Hello, it's Vince or Egg or whatever, and it is late and I am tired, but I still want to put this video out. It's not even a video, it's a podcast, hence my point being I have no idea what I'm talking about. Nah, legit. I've been pretty optimistic about podcasts and all this stuff and the thought process and all that recently. Oh, why would you start like that? Now it sounds like you're gonna say something sad. Yeah, I think I'm. Oh, surprise, surprise! Done with podcasts. Ah, they're good. Podcasts are fun, but it is something with myself that I'm just constantly at war with, which is really annoying me, as usual. I just, it's just so weird, but I always feel like I am ready to not ready, but expecting to put something out there for someone. And podcasts was supposed to be the bare minimum. You can't even see me. It's all audio. And when I'm sitting here, it's fine. I really do enjoy it when I'm sitting here. It's everything else. It's thinking about what am I going to do tonight and how am I going to put this into a podcast one day. That was the kind of supposed to be the whole point of this podcast in general was it shouldn't be that way. It should be let's just live my life. And then when I feel like I want to talk about something, then it'll naturally become a topic on the podcast. Well, I felt like maybe it was like that for one episode where there was a genuine break. Maybe it was like a 3 week break or something. And then I had a lot of thoughts about stuff that I wanted to do creatively. But at the moment, I just feel like uh, I just I think it's kind of I kind of experienced it in a different way than I expected. I've been just doing some jigsaw puzzles on my own after everything is done for the evening and I've got some time to myself, and honestly that feels like the best activity right now. It's so relaxing. I've got time to myself, just focusing on these puzzles where they're going to fit, trial and error, no rush, can take my own time. And I've spent 3 hours on it in one sitting, and it felt like nothing. And I think just that in itself was such a relaxing state of mind that I don't remember. It's like, I think the best part of it is it's all offline, not looking at a screen. And I don't remember the last time I had such a good pastime where I didn't have to sit on my desk to do something. Like here, I'm standing around the table and walking around and getting a different perspective and all that. And it's been great. Like, it's completely disconnected from everything. And and I don't feel like I have to tell anyone that I'm doing it. Like I just go and do it. And that's how it should be. So I think that last point I just said, I don't have to tell anyone. That's where I thought, man, this podcast is basically me telling myself I need to tell people what I'm thinking about. So it's just not healthy. Don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy the podcast, but I think for the time being, I just need to step away. I just want to step away from everything online for a bit, honestly. I don't really want to stream. I don't really want to um, be a viewer on Twitch. I don't really want to um, make podcasts right now. I just want to focus on me and my wife and my kids, and I don't need to tell the world about it. You know, to be completely honest, I like talking, and I really thought the podcast. I've always wanted something to talk about for my podcast, and I think it was a really good idea that I am constantly changing my thoughts and in my head and thinking about what I could do next. It sounded like a good concept on paper, but I think it's just made things a little bit more stressful because I'm kind of giving myself tasks just by thinking about what I'm going to do for my next podcast. it's almost like I'm forcing myself to enter the Vince roller coaster, find something new. If I've spent too long doing maybe trying to start a game dev thing and I'm noticing that I haven't put out an episode, or like I'm just not getting anywhere with it, then it feels a little slow. Maybe I need to change things up. And that's kind of at when all this stuff happened, is kind of the same time I felt like a jigsaw puzzle might be a good idea. It just felt naturally good. And and the other thing is, with Twitch streams, like I had planned on streaming a bit of my game development. And don't get me wrong, I'm still looking into that stuff on the side. Pretty keen. I feel like I'm more motivated than I have been in a while. I've looked into Unreal Engine tutorials just to get the basic habits of getting around the editor and all that. I did similar things with Unity when I started. Anyway, I kind of wanted to do a bit of that on Twitch, but then the subconscious mindset of next time I am awake enough, I should start my game dev so that I can stream it. And I think I spoke about this on this podcast before. To be honest, I can't remember. I definitely spoke about it on Twitch, but it was just me restricting myself from doing what I wanted to do because I didn't think I could speak in front of an audience at the time. So, as much as I really do enjoy being out there on the internet and talking to people, I think it's a real good time to just maybe it's just a hiatus or something. I don't know. I just don't really want to be online really. Not that I am much on Twitch. It's pretty much nothing at this point anyway. But even the podcasts, I feel like that's where it's really going to start. And to be honest, I've got stuff going on in my life, you know? Like, having 2 kids is no little task. I need to take care of myself. The house is constantly something that needs work. Like, the kids they're just mess machines, and it's really hard to keep on top of it all physically and mentally. Like, by the end of the day, it's actually no joke. Want to spend more time with my friends, which I actually did tonight, which was awesome. And I just can't be constantly thinking about stuff to do online and all those implications. So I was thinking about not putting this episode up because realistically only a handful of people listen anyway, but I do value those handful of people. So whoever is listening to this, thank you. I really appreciate all of the views and the time that you spent listening to this. And I will probably be back because at the end of it, I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff if I didn't enjoy it. I just don't think now is a good time to be resuming any of this stuff. And yeah, I really did try and dumb it down to podcasts. Like, once again, this is the whole reason for this podcast. But I think it would be a really good time to just take a massive step back. I mean, I've taken breaks from Twitch in the past, and it's been pretty good. But I've still been online, kind of, and I don't know. I feel like I've never really actually said, that's it, I'm done. And I kind of want to. I kind of want to just... Like, I've had a taste of the YouTube making, I've had a taste of Twitch, I've had a taste of podcasting. There's not really much more I want to do besides my own creative projects at my own pace and not feel guilty about not getting certain amounts of things done. And maybe when my kids are a bit older and my life is a little bit less stressful, then it might be a good idea to get back into this stuff. Like, I have unfinished business, don't get me wrong. I bought a Nintendo 64 so I could genuinely speed run Mario 64. I did that seriously for like 3 weeks, and I still have aspirations to play that and get good at the game and stream that. That sounds like fun. Just not now. Not even a little bit now. But it's cool to know that stuff does sound exciting, because it does genuinely still interest me, and I think it would be a fun thing to do on the side. As long as that interest still stays there, then I'll definitely stream it when the time's right. Because, yeah, it sounds like a good time. But, yeah, I just don't have the time for everything anymore. And for the longest time, I really felt like I wanted to try and pursue this as a hobby. And, well, when I'm talking about this, I'm really talking about Twitch, which hasn't been very consistent. It's probably been like way less consistent than anything it has ever been for me online. The most recent out of everything. Um, in a sense that I was already not really streaming. But I have to say, like, this podcast hasn't helped with my subconscious telling me this is what you're going to do next time you stream. And you should do it within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And hurry up because you're being lazy. Like, there is no need for that pressure. Yeah, I'm just dealing. Like, it's not even supposed to be a somber note, but it's just the truth. I'm just dealing with other things in life that I'd rather prioritize, and I want to keep it all offline for the time being. This is usually where I say, but I'm still on Discord, and that's true, but I'm not going to promote that either. Yes, I'll be there, but I'm probably not going to be making a huge effort to reach out, just because I just want that. I just want to stay off, kind of thing. So, yes, I will be there. If I am DM'd, I will respond. But I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just going to disappear for a bit. I think that's the best thing for me. And unfortunately, that's how it is. So, yeah, this might be the last time you hear my voice for a while. But, oh, damn, it's really hard to let go. It really is. Feels like I'm letting go something I've curated over the years, but it's really not. It's just all in my head, as it always is. It's just how it is. Seriously. Yeah, it's just not healthy. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Didn't mean for it to sound like it was a bummer or anything, but yeah, I guess we move on and we'll be back. We will. We'll all be back. I'll come back for that 500 followers on Twitch and eventually 1,000. That was always the overall goal. And maybe even some more YouTube Let's Plays or something. Or some game dev stuff. And speedrunning. It's all still there. Just not right now. Alright. I appreciate you all. Goodbye.